please let me know that you guys can hear me everywhere because tech is tech. There goes Todd's phone again. Okay, anyway, welcome in. Tonight we're going to be playing with the new collection from Simon Hurley called North Pole Friends. These things are super adorable. Hello, Miss Anne. I did reset the first word, so as y'all say hello, you should get your nice warm welcome. Lisa says she can hear me good. Yay. And let me make sure that that part is working. Yay. Maureen is here. Hi, Anne. Yes. Fabulous. It's not going off as often as I thought it was going to. I only did it like once. Well, I'm going to do it again. Thing is, I've reset the first words a couple of times. And don't know why it's not working. Okay, I'm going to do it again. Just because again. Do have to warn you, though. Hey, Miss Mary, welcome, welcome. And if you don't, did I turn that thing on? I thought I turned that on. There we go. We're going to do that. We're going to see how this does. It's probably going to be stupid. It's probably going to drive y'all crazy, but we're going to do it anyway. I do want to give Miss Mary a quick shout out, though. She does do some live streaming and such, so go make sure you check out her channel and show her some love. She streams on Sunday afternoons and does some crafty things. Hello, Miss Maureen. Welcome, welcome. And Stephanie is back in the house. And thank you so much, Mary, for the super chat. Thank you. I'm just reading to see if it was a super chat or a super sticker. I think it was a super chat. Okay, thank you so much, honey. And of course, I love giving you a shout out. I'm also trying something new. It looks like it is working. Okay, so right now, see that? It's doing an automatic featured message. I can turn that on. I usually don't have it on. I also now realize what it was that made it so I heard 2 weeks ago, I think it was, I heard the text-to-speech stuff. I accidentally hit a button. I hit a button. Hello, Miss Sharon. Welcome. So if I have that on, I'm going to hear the people chatting. And it's like, wait a minute, where'd it go? And you guys don't hear it, but I hear it. Anyway, super weird. So yeah, at the end of our members only thing, I remembered after the fact to tell y'all to do raid. And this is what you're supposed on YouTube when you raid in, which a bunch of you guys did. I want to say thank you to all of my members that popped into the members only live stream and apologize that most of y'all got in there really, really late. And the reason for that is that I set it up as a members only stream, sent out the emails, all the things yesterday, got that all scheduled to go out this morning, yesterday. I don't know, words. Anyway, I did that. And then I told Restream to connect to it, and it was saying that it was a public one, and it has in the past decided to do. Why is that not on? Did the hearts go all over the screen? Because I didn't see it. Sometimes it decides to say no. This is a public live stream when it's supposed to be a members only. So I changed it to unlisted and forgot to change it back to members only. We've been having so many tech things today. So many. I mean, earlier we did another live stream at noon today where we played with some Winnie the Pooh stuff, classic Pooh, so super cute. And I'm very glad that I got a chance to do some die cutting early. Good, we do have the purple hearts. Okay, but I did some die cutting early. Otherwise, we would not have gotten the cards done. Especially since the internet, like 20 minutes in, decided to just die. And right now, Twitch is saying it's got a funky bit rate. It's saying it's too high. So I will lower it again. I don't know. I really think that there's something going on with, how is it getting over 7,000 when I'm only sending out 6? Let's change it back down to 5. Hey, Miss Terry Cooper, you're going to love the cards we made earlier today. You're going to want to go back and probably watch it on Twitch, because that's going to probably be the most, it'll be chronological. If you go on YouTube, you can watch one video and then pop into the other one. because it did cancel completely and I had to start the stream over, and yeah, it was a thing. In a few minutes, Todd has a meeting, so it's possible that I'm going to try to be quiet. We'll see how it works. He did threaten me. The Todd threatened me. He said that he might throw things at me. Hello, Miss Mary Dickens. How are you doing, honey? Welcome back. Welcome back. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the cards from today. So you can go back later after the stream or tomorrow or whatever. Go back and watch that one. Plus, we had a hop yesterday using Pear Blossom Press and Not Too Shabby Shop products. Super cute snow globe collection that Lynn, our very own Lynn with LV Handcrafted, created that. And everything got... Yeah, it's a team effort between her and Not Too Shabby. I didn't make a light up card, believe it or not. Instead, I did one of those shaker domes, which I never use them. And now I need to use them again. Nobody threatens Debbie. He said he was going to throw things at me. Reason being, he has a work call. It got scheduled like late last night. So after I had already sent out the emails and everything telling you guys I'm going to be here. Thank you guys for the check-in. Thank you, thank you. Anyway, this is a work meeting. It's an important one. It's a project that he's working on. So he has his meeting that starts like in 5 minutes. And if he throws something at me, it's because y'all made me laugh and I got too loud. He's wearing a headset too, by the way. We're both doing headphones. So let me go ahead and show you all the cards from earlier today. And I think I do have, I'm pretty sure I have the cards over here. I'm going to have to turn this off. There's too much up here. Yeah, I'm going to have to turn off the auto thing. There, it's not going to happen unless I do it now. So these are the ones we made earlier today. What the? Thank you, Mary. That one actually scared me. Oh, God. Todd, I'm gonna need a back massage because she scared me. Okay, he's already given me a dirty look. I can't be quiet. I have to talk. I'm gonna try not to be too loud. Anyway, so first off, look at this. So super cute. So this is, you guys probably recognize Owl from Winnie the Pooh. These are classic characters. These are not the more modern ones. So they look more lifelike, if you will. I went and looked to see colors, what color cardstock and stuff to use, and they're different now than they were back then. But isn't that adorable? So that's the first one. And then we've got this one. I know, Mary. Yeah, Mary Dickens. I am definitely gonna need a neck massage because I was not expecting that already. I mean, we had just said let's try to keep it quieter, and what happens? Yeah, Mary decides she wants to try to make me scream. No, this is Rabbit. This is Rabbit. But anyway, these are just so super, super cute. So these are the ones we made earlier today. And this one's going to go out to Stephanie. And this one's going to go out to Miss Rhonda. Okay. Then yesterday we had that hop, and I don't know where in this box it is. One, two, 3 cards. I made 3 cards for the hop yesterday. So first, look at those cute little ornaments. This is using papers from Not Too Shabby and some ephemera from the ephemera pack that comes with, and the new die set that Lynn designed. I think it turned out so cute. So that's traditional. That's what we're used to. Right, Mary. This one is adorable too. Made this one into a snow globe because it is the ultimate snow globe shaker die set. Okay, so it's got 2 different sizes of snow globes. This is one of them. But what I did with it is I turned this into, this is an ornament to go on your tree. Okay, this is an ornament to go on your tree. You could also use this as a gift tag, depending on what you put on the back. So I used one of the sentiments from that, and then I could also write something down at the bottom. So there we go with that. And then, oh, hi, Debbie Hefferman. Welcome in. Then, of course, I had to do a shaker. So this is using one of these shaker. This is one of these shaker, the flat shaker domes from Pear Blossom Press. She's got these, and then she's got ones that are more domed. And I just cut a piece of the pattern paper. One of the pattern papers have these cute little bears on them. Yeah, so I had to do that. So we've got the bear on one side, and then on the other side it's flat, but we've got the bear again. So yeah. So yeah, I made 3 cards. It was a little bit of a long video, and I think pretty much everybody made a little bit of a long video because a lot of them are making light-up cards for the first time. So this was a combination of folks from Not Too Shabby and from Pear Blossom Press. So the Pear Blossom Press, we're all used to doing the light-up cards, but the Not Too Shabby folks, not so much. So those are the ones from the videos from earlier this week. On Friday, I have another video coming up because I recorded and edited that one yesterday. I recorded another video yesterday afternoon. Absolutely love how that turned out. You guys are going to love it. I don't know when it's coming up, though, because I've got to get that edited. I'll probably edit that one tomorrow. And then, of course, today we had the things we made them with the Winnie the Pooh set. Tonight, we're going to be playing with the North Pole Friends. So let's go ahead and take a look at those. I'm going to start off with the polar bears. My first thought on this was because I've been... Okay, y'all know why you didn't hear... Do I have an S on my chest? No, I have a ranger on my chest. No, I have distress on my chest. Yeah. I was having some issues yesterday because I was using some paint. And that, like I said, has to do with the video that I recorded that has not been edited. And I know that you were saying that because I'm back. Yeah. So, oh, that's right. Rhonda, Miss Rhonda, she won one of the cards this morning. Was it this one? She won this one. Miss Rhonda won this one. So pictures have already been taken and edited and Canva-ed. And those are going to be going up on social medias in the next couple of days. So we're good with that. But the reason that you guys didn't see me last week at this time was because I was doing data migration. It's cleaning up old files. Rhonda says, oh, yes, I did. Anyway, one of the things I found was an old video. It was like 5 years old, at least 5 to 10 years old, of a bear walking through our backyard, like right up by our back porch. Yeah. So I'm thinking this looks like it needs to be a brown bear because that's what we have. We have black bears and brown bears. I think they're black bears. Anyway, we have bears that show up around, and I have gone out for a run. I haven't really been running in like 10 years, but I've gone out for a run like ages ago and gone around a corner and saw a bear going across a 4-lane, not a highway, but a 4-lane road. Bump, 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 across the road, and decided, okay, I'm turning around. I'm turning around and going home. I've done that before. I remember sitting here. Todd's desk was here, I think, at the time. I was looking out the window. I was just doing something. He was at work. And this is like real early on. I don't think we were married yet. But I remember seeing a bear going up my neighbor's driveway right out here in front of me. And it's like, oh my God, is that a bear? Okay, I'm not sure if are you guys able to see me and still hear me, or are we having issues? I don't know which would be better, worse, a gator or a bear, because I'm still showing KPPS, so it looks like it's still working. Okay, now it's back to normal. I don't know. Please don't do this to me. I've got a little status bar at the bottom of my OBS that right now is in the red because apparently it's having issues. It's going up and down from red to green. And right now it's in the yellow again. So I don't know. So hopefully it's going to be okay. I don't want to have another issue like we did earlier today. That would suck. Anyway, my thought on these was, yes, you could definitely do these as white bears, as polar bears, because that's what they were designed to be. But I'm also thinking that would be kind of funny I now have bears, so I could make bears on a card, on a Florida card with bears walking down the street. Anyway, we've got that one. That's number one. Number two, we have the clauses. I have some Santa dies. I've got different Santa dies. I have an old one that's no longer available of a chimney where Santa's falling down the chimney. And I think that one was actually a swinging card, so his legs swung or something like that. Anyway, I've got a bunch of Santas. I think we all have got a bunch of Santas. This is the first time, though, that I've had one that has Mrs. Claus. So this one has got Santa and Mrs. Claus. So cute. Yeah, Honey Bear. Absolutely. Kelly says she finished her Christmas. What? I don't like you. So Kelly says she finished her Christmas shopping today. I don't think I finished my Christmas shopping from last year. I don't think I did any Christmas shopping. Oh, you have that Santa and it's so fun? Yes. So she's thinking of the one where I think it may have been a club kit, but it was a Santa chimney, really pretty, elaborate, great for the front, and Santa's legs hanging down in it. And I saw someone, it's like, I had fun making that, and I think I made that one into a light up card. There's a video up here somewhere on my channel. But then I saw, I think it may have been Carrie Rhodes, turned it into an ornament. And I'm like, oh my God, that's brilliant. Why didn't I? It's one of those things that you see it and it's like, why didn't I think of that? So I need to do that again. Except it's no longer available. So it's like, well, I'm sad. It's like, I'm just sad because I've got enough projects that I need to get done that I kind of have to stick to the stuff that is available. I don't have as much time as I'd like to be able to go and pull out older stuff that I haven't played with in a while. Anyway, this is going to be super fun though. Yeah, Santa and Mrs. Claus. And then, but wait, there's more. There's actually two additional sets. There's another set that's very similar to this one that is some elves. I did not get that one, mostly because I know I've got plenty of elves. And then I had to get this one because it's so cute. Kelly, you are broken. Nope, not quitting. Kidding. I started in January. I like to be done before August so I don't have to deal with the Christmas rush. Plus, it means I can spend more time on my own Christmas goodies for crafting. Yeah, I don't really do much of, number one, I don't know what to get the Todd. He has a tendency to return things unless he specifically asks for something. That's the way his family does. His family is basically either giving money or they tell you specifically what they want. That's not how I grew up. With my girls, when they were growing up, if I were to try to get them anything early, they would have changed their mind by the time the holiday rolled around. Hey Reese, welcome in. Welcome. Thank you so much for the check-in. So yeah, I remember even at Halloween, they would decide they wanted to be something for Halloween like by the second week of October. And then by the time Halloween actually rolled around, they will have changed their mind. Okay. So Mary thank you so much for that. Mary gave Reese a shout out. Thank you. Yeah, keep up with the ones that I don't do. If I don't catch it, please make sure to do that for me, Mary. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so anyway, there's no way I could do that. I just can't. I mean, I never know what to get my in-laws. My mother-in-law gave me a shirt to do a sublimation thing on like a year and a half to 2 years ago, and I finally sent it to her for Mother's Day. Terry says, I'm patiently waiting for Halloween. Well, honey, first we got to get through the Christmas and July stuff. I know you're new to this, so you don't know how it all works and stuff, but we usually wind up, the Halloween crafting basically starts like sometime in August, and I will be making Halloween cards in August, and I'm going to try to turn everything into a Halloween card that I can because I don't get to do as many Halloween as I want to. I've already done like 5 videos for Christmas, I think, at least. But I do have some playlists on my channel. If you want to go back on my YouTube, Terry Cooper. Hey, country guy, welcome. What did you do? Ray subbed. Thank you so much. But you can go back onto my YouTube and look under the playlist and just type in Halloween. There are I've done some different Halloween series over the years. Oh, you just did. Kelly just designed Halloween stickers too. I don't have time. Where do you find the time to do all of that? Goodness. Okay. Anyway, the third one, and this is one that the hat is one where Country Guy's going to like it. We have these cute little snowmen. So the snowman, I'm counting that one as a cowboy hat. That's what I'm counting it at. But we have a cute little snowman. He's got a beanie hat. I think it's a cowboy hat. All these different signs and the North Pole. And this, I think, is stinking adorable. Okay. So far, Todd has not thrown anything at me. I looked over there. He does have his headphones on. He is on his call. He's not talking. But he's listening. So that's good. Usually he's got it on. Usually he's got his phone is like on hands-free. So Cowboy Snowman, yes. Yeah, Mary, he's streaming like at 9 o'clock at night. So that doesn't work for me. So I think this is the one I want to play with to start off with. I was kind of thinking the clauses, and I'm going to tell you kind of why. If you look at the if you look at the Spellbinders website, you're going to see most of this stuff is already sold out. Do I still have that up on any of my browsers? I'm going to look at it again real quick. So the ones that are sold out, the one that is not sold out. Okay, thank you for that, Ryan. But the one that is not sold out at Spellbinders is this one. The Clauses is not sold out yet. And Santa's Elves is not sold out yet. I don't have Santa's Elves, okay? These other two are sold out there. However, I did go back and look, and they are available at Ranger, okay? So I added links to both sites. So you guys have got something to look at and choose from if you're wanting to get any of these things. They are available at Ranger still. Can't say for how long, because you know what? This stuff has been selling out fast. I had planned, Mary is on a no-buy. Yeah, I know. She told me, oh, honey, you know I'm going to talk about this stuff, so why you tell me you're on a no-buy when there's nothing I can do about it? I'm going to always be showing y'all the new things. So the way that this one works, we've got our different hats. Okay. We've got the cutest little snowman. I love this. I've got more than just one snowman die coming up, by the way. Okay, the cutest little snowman. Okay, this die is actually it's to be able to do the black parts from behind. It's like, I think, yeah, I'm pretty sure that this one is for the buttons and this one is for the face, so that his mouth will be black and his eyes will be black. You don't like Cole. So we've got that. We've got our pole. We've got the little top of the pole. Got little arms, his little face, mittens, and his scarf. So all the pieces that you need. Super cute. And then we've got a bunch of signs. I'm thinking a card would be great with just the signs. But this snowman is super adorable.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Who was that? Country Guy. Thank you, honey. You guys rock. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and start doing a little bit of die cutting. Okay, a lot of die cutting. I'm going to try to stay somewhat organized. That was kind of a not a complete fail during the other stream, but a partial fail. I really wanted to Oh, you guys are so awesome. Apparently Country Guy sent some stuff to Miss Mary, including shoes. And she got her scan and cut. Yeah, I know. She's excited about doing that. Absolutely. Okay. I'm going to do the pole traditional colors. So, got some red. Got a couple of different colors of red. I got a bag of red and pink. And let me grab, where's my white scraps? I may have not put them back in here. Oh, I did. Yay. I have white scraps. So yeah, Mary is on a design team that does a lot of digitals. So she's got a lot of stuff having to do with that. I really need to grab out my scanning, well, not grab out. I need to make it available because it has stuff piled up on top of it. I am so bad. But I need to do that. Yeah. And do some videos and stuff on there. I had at one point. What did we do? What's going on here? Ryan! Oh my goodness, Ryan. You guys see that? We've got a hype train going on over on Twitch right now because Ryan just gifted a bunch of subs to people. And I don't even know these names. Frederick 4, not to Celt. Apparently, not to Celt. It says that they have been subscribed for 10 months. So that means he gave a bunch of them to one person. I don't know. How many subs did you do? Oh, wow. Ryan. Hey, Miss Ruth. So there is right now a hype train going on over there. So if you were part of that, I think Ryan was the only part of it. He's able to grab onto all of the little extra emotes that happen over there. These are some of the things that I'd like to happen on YouTube. And I think I don't have my audio right because I didn't really hear anything. But I think Ryan will have been taking over that corner of the stream for a little bit because it's going to keep on putting up more alerts for all of the things that he did. There he is again. There's his lovely face. Okay, so we've got the pole, we've got the stripes of the pole, and this is kind of cool. Instead of making you do individual stripes, they've got a line to go along the edge and then the stripes. I saw that they've been doing that lately on a couple of different die sets. It's genius. They're basically taking things that are fairly simple and making them even easier. What did you do? Miss Ruth. Look at that. He just gifted you a sub. Oh my goodness. I do want to do, we're going to put the little knob that goes on the top is going to be white. And have not decided what I'm going to do with all of the signs. Mary says your face is adorable. Hey, Suze, welcome in. Country Guy was doing that so Ruth doesn't have to deal with the ads over on Twitch. Thank you so much, Ryan. That is super sweet of you, honey. You guys have to tell me what color gloves, what color mittens do we want for our snowman? Because I will do at least one of the snowman. I may do more than one. So Idolight says crazy, love it. Okay. Okay, Mary says purple. So I'm starting off with traditional Christmas colors. So Mary, of course, has to have purple. And thank you. Thank you for the biddies. Y'all don't want me to get any work done. It's okay. I am trying to be quiet. Let's go with something out of the box. Silver or gold for mittens? I don't know. Green would be traditional. Purple is a traditional Christmas color. Oh my God. For Mary, purple is a traditional of everything color. So we are at a level 4 type train. It says I'm about to beat my last record. Wow. Anybody else want to go do anything over on Twitch? Work, smirk. What? Does that mean that you're supposed to be working, Ryan, or that you think I'm working? I don't even remember if I said something about working. For Mary, the answer is always purple. I'm going to try to stay in frame this time. There we go. Ryan! What? You guys keep on going. I love y'all. We've got to, and I'm trying to whisper while we're doing this. Hey, Linda Gorman. But yeah, I just broke my record on Twitch for a level 4 hype train because you guys rock. And so far, I've been lucky, and Todd hasn't thrown anything at me yet. I do hear him typing over there every once in a while, though. And you gifted a sub. Thank you. Wow. 1,000 bits from Country Guy and a gifted sub from Anne. You guys rock. Thank you, honey. Starting a new record. Keep going until the clock runs out. So Country Guy has done 1,050. He started talking. He scared me. 450 bits from Anne, 1,050 from Country Guy. Oh, now Country Guy has to go to work, so he's not going to do any more shenanigans to us right now. Okay, so we have our poll, and here's the topper. Thank you, honey. Yeah, get some work done, and I wanna play Fortnite with you again real soon. You know, can't play though when you are at so late at night, because that's dinner and Todd time. Yes, we miss you, Possum. Jana's late. Oops. Okay, so since I don't know what I'm doing or what I'm going to create, kind of want to go ahead and work on a background, and then I can do some more of the die cutting. So let's get this out of the way for a sec. And I need a white card panel. Well, that's not going to stay. Okay, so on Twitch it says all-time record level 4 hype train, 12 subs, 1,450 bits. Wow, hype chests are on the way. And that means we all get it looks like there's a bunch of, how do I unlock it? I don't know if I can. Oh, there's new emotes. I'm going to see what these look like. See if I can see anything. I don't think I can see them, but I do know that the folks that were involved with that one, which is mostly Kitty, mostly Ryan and Anne, you guys have got some bonus emotes that you're able to do. I think this might be one of them. It says, "Give me that." So it's a little hand. Anyway, I think it's cute. Anyhow. Because Mary is whining about purple, let's do a little bit of purple. And I need some scrap paper. Do I have scrap paper? I did have scrap paper. And sorry, my sinuses are not wanting to work right. We did change out the. Mary put a bunch of the train up. Awesome. But we did change out the filters this week, so hopefully that will make things better. Oh my goodness. Is that Bob Ross? I think that was Bob Ross. That's funny. Okay. What's that? So I just ripped off a piece of paper, and now we have a Tangia dungeon going on. So that means I have to move stuff over here so y'all can see it. Hey, Miss Nancy, welcome in. Yes, I'm being quiet. Hopefully y'all can hear me. I am being a little quiet right now because the Todd is on a work call. This would probably work better if I used Post-it tape, but Post-it tape is not going to be nice to me, and I know it. They're working in the neighborhood, and now things are all in and out. Yeah, internet has been really crappy for me. So, I if y'all are having any issues and it's on my stream, it may be because my internet is not wanting to work right. It completely disappeared during the stream earlier today. Yeah, so far I haven't gotten any notifications from whatchamacallit, from Spectrum saying that they were working on anything. Because yesterday, same kind of thing. Yesterday, the internet went out while I was trying to do some things, and I got irritated, and I went on their website, and there was nothing. There was just nothing. Okay. Actually, I think I'm going to do... Let's do this. Actually. So this is a piece of a Tim Holtz... I think it's Tim Holtz. Media mat. And it's basically just a silicone mat, and all it's going to do is hold my paper in place. So I'm using this kind of as a mask, and we're going to make some hills. I think I'm going to actually rip another one. Sure, why not? We'll do that one too. Okay, so Suze has to take the puppy out. And we have another Tangia dungeon. I don't know how much you guys can see that, but I can see it. I think I want to go... Let me lift that up because I kind of want it to be over there. Oops. Just rip that. Okay, I'm going to do right there and do one more. Okay. Paper rips. What about Ozzy Osbourne? So Terry says, sorry, I was watching the news real quick. They are talking about Ozzy. So I don't know what's going on with Ozzy Osbourne. So I think that'll be kind of cool. It's like a very subtle background and really easy to do. And I just used Ozzy passed away. Really? Wow. So Todd just laughed, so I don't know what if he's laughing about work or that. Okay, so we have that, and then we've got our pole can go on here however we want it. And I think I need to zoom in a little bit because y'all can't really see. That's the wrong button. This one. Is that the right button? And then let's make this a little darker so you can see the purples a little bit. He just did a, yes, Tonic Studios Tim Holtz Media Grip Mat. Absolutely. You can get that at scrapbook.com. I do have affiliate links for that. So I would love, most of the things that I use, I've got affiliate links for. So if you need one and you can't find how to get to the affiliate link part, all you need is one to go into one of the stores, by the way. But if you can't find it, let me know and I can guide you to the right place or send you a link. You think I should have a red top on there? Okay, I can do that. So we'll cut another top on there and make this one a red one.
So there's a battery, a coin cell battery has about 8 to 10 year internal battery life for running the RTC. So if we decide that's sufficient, then we can leave it as is, or we can hide the RTC and then the battery life issue goes away. Yeah.
And since it's an extra layer of cardstock, that's going to give it a little bit of dimension, which is always nice. I do like this pole though. But I think you're right. It will stand out against the white and purple, but it'll stand out against that background. So that looks pretty cute. And then we have a couple of different options. We can go with the snowman. And I'm thinking if I do the snowman, I need him to be white with maybe not purple as being the shading. Maybe we'll just use a little bit of a gray. We could do that. Or we've got all these signs. We could put a ton of signs up. Or we could do both. Yes, we can definitely see it better. Thank you. Okay, I think I'm going to go ahead and start with, we're going to cut out our little snowman and see where we want to go from there. Let's see if I've got enough room on this. I do have enough room on this scrap, which means the scrap gets to go in the garbage. Okay.
Right. The only disadvantage is 10 years from now, when the clock fails to keep its memory, then does everyone get pissed off?
Oh, thank you, Nancy. I think it's going to be sweet. So there we go. You can barely see our snowman. So I just had a thought. I think what I'm going to do, let me get into my scraps. I do need some black, but I think I'm going to also use some gray. So we need black for these two pieces, which y'all can't see because I zoomed in. But for these that are going to be behind our snowman's face and belly. But I'm also thinking, yeah, we'll be able to see that. I'm going to do another snowman in gray, and we're going to see how this does. I'm thinking, first off, I'm going to use some gray to outline him, but I'm also thinking we're going to put a little bit of a shadow behind him. So I'm going to layer these up with it a little bit offset and see how that does. I think it's going to work. And we'll cut those pieces out. Yeah, we would be done now if I had actually had time to die cut any of this stuff out early, because that didn't happen. Okay, so let's see how this is gonna look. We go behind there in just a little bit of an offset. Maybe. I need to zoom back out and move things around a little bit, and we're gonna see what it looks like. Because I'm still thinking everything's a bit bright, but I can actually I can see the snowman better now. So I'm going to go ahead and add these pieces behind him to get so that all of his coal buttons and his face are complete. Yeah, this is something I don't really do. I don't usually do that little bit of an offset on card. I do that with sentiments and stuff I do that when I'm playing in Canva. I love having a drop shadow and stuff when I'm working on things in Canva, and I do that a lot because I do like the way that it makes it so things don't look quite so flat. That does look better. I think it does still need ink. It needs ink too, but I think that that's going to work well. So let's give this one a try. I don't have one of these little brushes yet for grays, but I can take care of that. I just need to grab some gray. Where's my gray? I think I have some gray from Simon. I might not. There's none in the stellar drawer. I do have the black in the stellar drawer. But it doesn't mean I have to use Simon's. I can use Catherine Pooler's. I know I've got some Catherine Pooler grays. Here we go. We're going to go with Shady. I was thinking I had one of those. So since this is the first time using this one, I do have to kind of load it up some. Okay. And I'm just going to come in a little bit from the edges. I don't want to come in a lot. Just enough so that it gives a little bit of a rounded. Why do we have ghosts? Callie's got ghosts all over the screen. Well, now I don't know where I put the things. I hit a button that apparently tried to open Discord. I did not mean to do that. I didn't even remember that I did that. Anyway, it's all right. Okay, that looks pretty good. I don't really want it to look too sooty, and adding too much of the shady is going to do that, but we can do a little bit, and then we'll give him a little bit of a rounded look. Hey, Miss Alyssa, welcome in, honey. I feel like I'm whispering. Okay, so I think that's going to work. And then with that little bit of gray on the back, I probably need to darken up that gray a little bit here too, though, so that the shadow's actually darker and the same tone as the ink we did. Okay. And it's just that little sliver. Yep, that's going to work. Let's go ahead and glue these guys together. Yeah, that side. I was making sure which side had to be closest to the edge. We're basically putting glue over the entire thing except for the very edge of it.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
Thank you, Miss Alyssa. Thank you, hun. Okay, so there's our little snowman. And let me zoom in a little bit again to make sure that you guys can see him and agree that he looks adorable. And you can see him against that. You can see him against the purple. I think that turned out pretty cool. And I'm going to, of course, put him up on foam anyway. So, all right. So next we need to do the hat. I'm thinking I'm going to go with cowboy hat just because I can. So let's do that. Yeah, that's a good brown. We'll go with that one. Okay, looks like Todd should be done with his call now. So I don't have to whisper quite as much. Are you done, honey?
Yep, I'm just typing up notes.
Okay, so he's typing up notes on his meeting. So he's done. So he can't really bother us anymore. Oh, wait, now that he's off of his call, he can bother us. That's a scary thought. Welcome in, Tam to Cute. Welcome, welcome. Okay, let's see how this hat goes together. I think I'm going to probably need to do some coloring on it too, because otherwise you've just got layers of the same color brown. So this piece comes with a main piece, and then it's got a hat band, and then it's got the brim. So let's do, gonna do some, that's the wrong color, I need the brown. Gonna do some of the, just do a little bit, why am I doing it on my mat? Now my mat. Okay, Debbie, I'm not sure why you said that, but she says you people might be competing with stores for early holidays. We always have Christmas in July. Now, the reason for this, and there is actually a reason, I had to think about it for a while. It's like, why do they do this? Now, because since I have been an influencer with Spellbinders for the last couple of years, well, it's been 4 years, I realize why they do that. The reason that we start seeing all of the things for Christmas in July is because you need time to actually create all of your cards, right? Sometime before Christmas. In order to get all of the ones done that you need to get done, you got to get started fairly early. And most people get started on their Christmas holiday card making and stuff August, September. So in order to get the new stuff, they have to release it prior. I've noticed that I thought it was so odd that nothing fell in the right month. It's like the new collections are not the right month. No, they're a month early. Christmas stuff is up through, like, I think they have some more new Christmas stuff coming out in October and November, probably. And then in December, when I'm thinking Christmas, instead what we're doing? We're doing Valentine's Day. So that's kind of the reason for it. They have to let you guys know at least a month in advance so you have time to order it and for it to ship and get to you so you have time to do your Christmas holiday crafting. So it does make a lot of sense, and they are really good at starting things a little bit early. And it's kind of the same thing with, I think, a lot of the stores. They start early. Let me get out my weeping willow, but they start early to give you guys a chance to get everything prepped. You don't want to do your Christmas shopping the day before Christmas. No. Because if you do, you're not going to get it in time. Okay, so this one is probably darker than what I wanted for the brim, but you know what? It's going to be fine. Let's see what it looks like. But I don't know. You guys tell me, did that make sense to you? I mean, it makes sense to me. Oh, y'all can't see the hat. I did it again. So I think that looks kind of good. I do need a little bit more right here in the middle, I think. And then we need a little bit coming from the sides and down from the top there. And this might not actually be a cowboy hat, but I think it looks kind of like one. Of course, I haven't really seen it assembled. I need to get better at going into the center when I zoom in like that. I don't do a lot of zooming in. I am liking that my camera is able to handle it better. I think it's just that the USB, these are USB cameras. They're able to handle more, and I actually I recorded a video a couple of weeks ago and got it edited and stuff recently, and it's like, why is this such a big, humongous file at the end? It just means that everything is working better. Good explanation. I'm all the multiple emojis. No, they want to get in on all the Christmassy stuff too. So for the band, I think I want to change the color a little bit. We've got brown, so I could turn it into a black band by adding black to it. Or it could stay a light color. Or I can cut out another one. Now this is one where you can make the hat all the different things, any color you want to if you go with white, and then you can color it any color you want to. Let's do this. I'm going to grab, I don't know if this color is going to work on here though. This is some pink. Where did I put my scrap that I just die cut? Here's the scrap that I die cut it from. We're going to see if what that looks like. That actually is going to look good. I'm going to go bright, and it's actually going to work on here, even with it being brown. It's basically going to be a red band. Okay, let's go ahead and put that one on. And it goes that way, yes. And like most of the newer dies from Spellbinders, they have little etched. So Stephanie was thinking black. But anyway, it's got little etched embossed lines to let you know where everything lines up to. Oh, look him. Look at the little guy. He's so cute. Okay. There is our little snowman. I do need to do his his nose and his cheeks and his scarf, so he's not completely done, but it's a good start. Yeah, it's going to be adorable. Yes. Okay. That I need to clean up so I don't get ink, the wrong color ink on the cardstock that I don't want it to be. Oh, by the way, this mat that I'm using, the media mat, comes huge, but it cuts so easy. You could cut it down into any size that you want to. I just cut a couple of A2 size just to hold my. And this I did a while back and forgot. Now that you see it, you do like the red, yeah. Well, I had to try it with the marker and see, because you never know for sure what color something's going to look like when you've got it overlapping, because they're all translucent. Okay, next we've got this little piece here, which is going to be his cheeks and his carrot nose, which means we need to do that in white and color it in markers. Because if we do it in orange, we're just basically cut it in. We have to cut it pink and orange, and you'd wind up with extra pieces that you're not going to use. So, and I think I'm going to go ahead and start doing some of the signs because I kind of like the idea of multiple signs. While we were in Venice, Florida, for our little mini vacation a few weeks ago, one of the things I took a picture of was a sign that was at Sharky's. Sharky's is a restaurant, but it had lots of different signs saying all the different places that you could be going, however many miles away it was, but it had that kind of multiple sign thing. And I like that idea. I thought that was kind of cool then, and this just kind of goes right along with that. So we have different sign looks. We've got the fishtail. We've got this one that looks like a board. Okay, and all of these will fit in there because that one's one of the longer ones, so these smaller signs will fit in the middle. And then we've got one with an arrow. One I kind of want to use the most of is this one, so I'm going to go ahead and cut some of those. And I think I'll start off with North Pole. And I think I'll also do this one for Santa's workshop, so we'll be pointing at the workshop. Okay. So, yeah, I'm going to move him out of the way again. He's over there. Let him sit here so you can peek at him. Hi, Miss Norma. Welcome in, honey. Yeah, we've been back for an hour. We miss you. So I was kind of thinking I wanted white signs, but I kind of don't, because if I did white signs, you're not going to see them against that white and purple background. So maybe we'll go red. So first I do need a scrap of white wherever I put my white. So this one is brown. Let's put the brown away. I need to start putting my scraps away as I go. But that also gets me so kind of attached to the bins. Stephanie says go green. Could do that. We could go green and give him some green gloves too. Yeah, I think we'll do that. That would be cute. I just hope Mary is happy because we do have the purple in the background. Okay. And I have different colors of green, so we could do multiple. Most of what I've got in this scrap bin, though, is pattern paper. I'm glad that you like it, Miss Mary. That's not big enough. Of course, with the holidays coming, I will wind up with more green scraps because we'll be using green cardstock a lot. So I'm going to start off with the North Pole. And I'm going to need some tape for this to make it go right in the center. There we go. And try to keep it in the center. This one's going to fit better because it is a smaller, Hey, Deadly. Welcome in, honey. Santa's workshop. Okay, so we've got those two, and then I need a piece of white to do his little nose and cheeks. I never did find a piece of white scrap. I knew I have white scrap around here somewhere because, yeah, it's a thing. There's a white piece of scrap right over there. The one that I did the pole out of is over there. Okay, let's go ahead and roll that right on through. I made a mistake. I always tell y'all, don't go straight across, right? I just wound up with a couple of speed bumps there that I didn't really like. It may or may not have cut. And my machine didn't really like it because it was too tight. So let's get this part off, and I'm probably going to have to run that through again, but tilt it at an angle. Okay, there's his little cheeks and his little nose. Oh, it actually cut. It did cut. Surprisingly, but it did give me those speed bumps, and your machine does not like the speed bumps. Okay, this is probably not the right color of green, but you know what? That's okay. And let me get the letters out of there. So I'm over a trash can over here, and with my pokey tool, I'm just going to poke these little guys out. Because what you do is you put another color behind it, and then you're going to be able to see those basically stenciled on the board letters. Yeah, some of these didn't really want to pop out, but that's okay. I will get them. Like you can see that one does not want to come out. That's the H. Doesn't really want to come out. And I don't really want to tear it, so I'm going to just have to be careful while I'm popping the rest of these out. Part of it doesn't want to. That's just where it did not cut all the way through because of that speed bump. I may have to do these again. Yeah, I'm going to have to cut it out again. And that was because I made a mistake. Stephanie likes the color. Let's see if the North Pole one worked. If the letters come out okay, then that's good. If not, I'm going to have to do them again. Some of them came out and some of them are not wanting to pop out. Okay, that's going good. So far, so good. Got pole. Pole is out. Well, almost. Oop, and the H is out. Awesome. Now let's see if we can get the R, because that curved part of the R could cause me an issue. It's that little curved part. If it doesn't want to come out right, I could wind up ripping part of the cardstock. I don't really want to rip it. There we go. Okay, so North Pole came out. And we've got a couple of different reds. So I put it on this red. That's the darker one that matches the pole. Then I've got this lighter one, which is a little bit more of a contrast. I kind of think I like the darker. The light green with the dark red. So for that, I just need to cut out after I get rid of all these letters. Let's do that first. Todd is probably thinking, this is the quietest live stream that she's ever done. And he's right. But I also kind of think it's probably a little bit boring.
What?
Todd, did you hear him? He said, what? Okay, we'll do that one. I'm going to do it at an angle. I'm going to do it right. Then I'm going to come back in. Oh, that's the wrong one. No, that's the right one. Okay. The one that didn't work is this one. This is the one that didn't work. Okay, I'm going to do that one again. Here we go. This one's going to say Santa's Workshop. And both of those are at an angle. Hey, Miss Danielle, welcome in, honey. Part of the stream has been quiet and part has not. I did notice, you guys will have to tell me, when Ryan was going crazy and doing all of the gifted subs and everything, did y'all hear anything happen on the stream? I don't think there was any sound with it, so that's a thing that I need to fix, because I think there was supposed to be, but I don't remember. I don't remember if the spinny thing had sound with it, because I turned off a different one to run that one. So I'll have to double check that. Because if I hadn't glanced, okay, Ruth said she heard nothing. If I hadn't looked up, where are you going? Okay, so now that Todd has done his meeting, now he's going to go on a bike ride. Okay, that one popped out. Perfect. So we've got Santa's workshop, and we've got the red piece to go behind the North Pole. The North Pole sign. So I'll go ahead and glue that together. And then we might see, you just saw the pop-ups. I need to see if there's a sound thing that's supposed to go with it. I mean, that is one of the newer things that there we go. That is one of the newer things that I installed. But yeah, I have not had time to do pretty much any of the things. And I have to get a lot of things finished up before we go out of town again. Okay. So I'm gluing all of that down. And yes, I know you can see some of the glue in there. That's okay. It's going to dry clear and matte, so you're not going to really notice it. And I already just blotted a little bit of it up. But as it dries, it's going to go clear, so you're not going to see the green. You're not going to see the white behind there. You're going to just see the red. Okay. Then we've got Santa's workshop. And to be honest, if I want this one smaller, I could run this through and make... Did you know that you can use your dies like this, your sentiment dies? You can make different lengths of sentiments with them if you want to. I kind of think I want to. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to recut it. I'm going to cut it shorter. So first I'm going to cut it on that end, and then I'll cut it on the other. And I think it should go through fine, even with the 2 layers. I need a piece of tape so that I can make sure that it doesn't go nowhere. I need to make sure it stays in place. So I'm lining up the cut edges with the die. There we go. That's going to be that one. And then I still need to do something for the Santa. I wonder if I've got enough space on here. Yeah, I've got enough space because even if it's not perfect on that one, it's going to go behind the words. So even if it's smaller, it's fine. It's not going to give me a problem. Make sure that you have the end of your plate that's on top actually go through there first, because otherwise it's not going to work. And my bottom one shifted, so I need to move it again. But I need to cut this other one a second time anyway. So let's take a look at this. So I just cut off the edge. Okay. We cut off the end. So now our sign is shorter. That's awesome. And do the same thing with the other side. And I really only need the end of it, so I'm just going to run it through just enough for the end. There we go. So now our North Pole sign, it's still got those wood. Uh-oh. Ruth has a joke. I have a joke for you. Debbie J, I have a joke for you. I found wooden shoes in my toilet today. It was really clogged. Yeah. Okay. Todd said, bump. Oh, God. Yeah. Are you happy that you do not have the ads, Miss Ruth? Ignoring what you just said, but yeah. Are you happy you have those? Oh, God. Okay, we're going to put that through there. We're going to run that through, and we're going to have Santa's workshop on there. And Mary Dickens is having a Dickens of a time. I had to. I just had to. Okay, so we've got this guy that's going to go behind our Santa's workshop sign. Ruth says, hee hee. All right. And I told you, I don't really care if it's not perfect. And this one's not. You see the edges are kind of jaggedy. That's fine, because all it has to do is fit behind there. Yeah, behind our Santa's workshop sign. I'm glad Miss Mary Dickens got a chuckle out of that too. She is definitely having a Dickens of a time. So did you say this morning that this was that was your first live stream coming to hang out with us? I think that's what you said. So I try to remember everybody who pops in and talks to us in the chat. I don't think I remember seeing your name before in the chat before today's noon live stream. I'm pretty sure you said this was your first one. So I hope you're enjoying. I mean, you must be enjoying yourself a little bit. Otherwise, you wouldn't have come back. Okay. I mean, you came back even with our tech issues. I mean, yeah. Okay, so we've got Santa's workshop and we have North Pole. I'm thinking at this point, that's going to be enough for it. I know you were a Miss Mary. We missed you. Right, guys? We missed you. I was talking to Miss Mary Dickens, not Miss Mary's Crafty Creations, because Miss Mary's Crafty Creation is always in here because she says I'm her spirit animal. Okay, let's go ahead and fix his little nose and get that done, and we will be mostly done for this card. Just a pop-up. I've been watching you for a while. Well, good night. You've been coming in and lurking in the background and not saying hi. Okay, guys. You need to get her. She's been lurking in the background. Okay, we've got these 3 little guys here. 3 little die cuts. Mary says I'm not wrong. Okay, so we need orange for the nose. Let's see if we can keep him steady. I'm gonna try this and see what I can do. Because usually it's actually letting me do it. I was thinking it was gonna go all over the place or stick to here, but it's actually letting me put more orange down, and it's just what's left on this little dauber thing, which is one of the Simon Hurley colors. I don't remember which orange, but it is an orange. And that looks like a little... that looks like a little carrot nose. Okay, so we're going to do a little bit of pink, and hopefully this is not going to be too dark of a pink. Okay, that is too dark of a pink. That's what's happened to me before. It's like I try to do a pink, and it winds up being red, and I don't like that. So instead, I'm going to grab a marker because my red thing has got too much red in it. Let's see. This one looks like a good pink. That's a purpley pink. I want a pink. Here's 2 of them. Poor Santa's North Pole is always out in the cold. Maybe a space heater would help thaw him out. Terry Cooper. Hey, you're naughty. Okay, somebody, Terry, you need to check and see if Santa thinks that you've been naughty or nice. Type into the chat !check. Or I think on Twitch there might be It's possible that there is a channel point thing on there, but I don't remember for sure. But you need to ask Santa. Oh, okay. So Mary says that Mary Dickens says I have been hiding. I've had family for 2.5 months, so I was not watching as much. Now I'm surprised I can't hear this. Okay, I changed this. Okay, looks like Terry Cooper somebody's been bad. Oh, Stephanie's been bad. And next is going to be Miss Mary Dickens. Right? Is it going to do it again? It should. I'm waiting. There we go. Have you been naughty or nice, Miss Mary Dickens? Oh, you've been naughty also. It's easier to be bad. So has Terry Cooper been naughty or nice? I don't know.
Ho, ho, ho!
Dun, 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 dun. So it looks like Terry's been good, but the other ladies have not been. Has Norma been naughty or nice? Oh, looks like Norma's been naughty. Oh, I haven't had a chance to look at it yet, Miss Ruth, but thank you so much, honey. Speaking of time, we're going to have to do the stream showcase shortly. Simon! Yay! Simon needs to do the check-in, and we need to see if Simon's been naughty or nice. So Simon, type in the chat, ! check, and Santa will tell us if you've been naughty or nice. Everybody say hello to Simon, because it's his. This is his. Yeah, this is his little cutie. I don't think he'll do it. That would be too cool if he did, though, right? Did you notice on the Spellbinder site, Simon, that most of the stuff is already sold out? I put links to Ranger also down in the description because, yeah, Spellbinders are sold out already. Ooh, Simon did it. I'm so going to clip this. Has Simon been naughty or nice? Simon's been naughty. He gets the coal. That is too funny. Okay, Simon. Yeah, we love the collection. Absolutely love it. I'm playing. Mary says, "Oh, Santa's been lying." I've been playing with my brain just stopped. I had this one. I've been playing with this one with the little snowman and the pole. Simon laughed. Love it. Anyway, I think this is super cute. So yeah, this is what I'm making today. And this one's actually almost done. And then we're going to do a giveaway. And if you stick around, you could win the card, Mr. Simon.
Ho, ho, ho!
I know, you're thinking I can make that myself. And I lied. Has Mary been naughty or nice? So Mary has still been naughty. Anyway, I'm glad that you guys have fun with that. So I love this little snowman. He is so cute. He is so stinking cute. Oops, of course he needs to stop lying. Okay. Haven't decided. I need to have him shorter on there. This is just too adorable. Okay. I think I'm going to go ahead and pop this up onto a card base, and then we can do our stream showcase because they've been getting longer and longer, and it's been 2 weeks because I missed last week because of doing all the computer stuff. And Simon hasn't been around for any of our stream showcases. So that would be fun. So this is what I'm doing with the stream showcase for you guys that don't know already. What we do is, you love my snail. Anyway, all the folks, Mary got me again with Sully. But what we do is people are able to post to my Discord the creations that they have. I should add sniff. Ooh. Yeah. Okay, thank you. Not sure what color to do and have it show up on here, but I could do purple again. I do have stippled. So that I think would work good. We could do with white over the top. Yeah, I'm torn. I think I need to do it. Santa believes Simon has been naughty. Oh, Terry Cooper. So Terry Cooper says, Santa believes Simon has been naughty because he has not come out with capybara stuff. I think there's only one company that's really done capybara stuff. Okay, I'm going to go with white, I think. We're going to do... Okay, who did that? Miss Mary. Okay, so we're going to see how this does. I may... Actually, that might work better. I think that might be what I'm going to do. Okay. Where'd I put it? I got stuff all in my way. Here we go. I'm going to do a little heat embossing. So that means I need to go over this real quick. So this is an anti-static powder tool from Rabbit Hole Designs that I got recently. And I'm going to try to do the lighter snow. So we're going to go this way. Okay. And this is just going to add those little specks of white, but we've got a lot of white on there. So I'm going to go with some embossing powder over the top because you really can't see it. And I think that texture is going to be nice. You'll be able to see it then. And since we're doing white, and white won't damage anything, let me grab out some white embossing powder. I usually use my Wow Clear. This time I'm going to use my Recollections white. This one is the white. Yeah, this one's the white. I actually did the embossing over the top so I would know. Okay, you guys can't see that, but I can. It's like this definitely gives it some texture, and I like that. Thank you to whoever said something about doing snow, because that I think is a fabulous idea. We're just going to heat this up. You can see them. You can see those little flakes. Okay. Heating at my heat gun a little bit. And then heating from the bottom so I don't blow the things off. Thank you so much. Thanks, Jana. Okay. Now I'm starting to see some of those things pop up. Okay. And it's just that the lighting is not perfect for doing white stuff. Okay. I really need to do more embossing. I know, right? I used it. Oh, I used that during our workshop on the 12th for sand. So yeah, it works perfect for so many things. I think I've got this I have it around here somewhere. But yeah, I used it on a kind of a craft cardstock with dark ink. I think it was with Weeping Willow, and it turned out to make perfect sand. It just gave it that extra texture that you needed for a sandy one. And of course, we had a beach babe, so I had to have sand, right? Okay. So I think it's 6:36. I want to try not to go too much over 7 because at 7 we really need to start dinner. So I think what I'm going to do right now, before we start finishing putting together the card, we're going to do our stream showcase, assuming I can get everything up on my computer screens where they're supposed to be. So, because I hadn't done that part yet. Something I didn't do yet. Let me see if I can scroll down and find him. I did not give Simon a shout out. Why didn't I do that? Mary was supposed to help me out with that, and she didn't do it. We're going to do it, though. I'm scrolling up. I'm going to give Simon Hurley a shout out. Yay. So you got to go over to Simon Hurley's channel and be sure to give him lots of love. He definitely deserves it. He's been doing this stuff for so long, and he is fabulous at this. I mean, he's been doing, I don't know, I think he's been doing videos since he was like 12 years old. Imagine. I mean, it's not like he's only 13, you know? I mean, he's a kid. Okay, something happened. I don't know what happened. I did a shout out and I just saw I don't know what I'm seeing. Yes, he is so young. But he is so knowledgeable. He knows so much about this stuff. He's fabulous. Okay. Okay, I think every time you try to do a shout out, Mary, it's not working. It's trying to shout you out and not only doing like a partial. So I don't think it pulled up anybody's thing, but it pulls them up from when I'm doing them. So I think that's the thing. I will just make sure that I'm doing it on my end. I think we discovered that a couple of weeks ago. But anyhow, let me go ahead and get Discord pulled up so that we can do our stream showcase. So many fun things. I have to scroll back to see what was the first one because it's been, like I said, it's been 2 weeks. 2 weeks ago was on the 8th. Oh my goodness. And you guys put a bunch of stuff up for last week too, and I missed it all. Well, I didn't miss it. I actually saw them. But yeah. I know you need a button, honey. I have to figure out how to make it work with yeah, it's not that I don't want you to be able to do it. It's where I have to figure out how to make it work because YouTube's API kind of sucks. Sometimes it works and sometimes it doesn't. Okay, we saw that one. We saw those 3D projects from Idolide. Should be this one. Nope, that's not the right one. Don't know why that's not the right one. This is another one of those things I haven't tested. Why did that button do that? I don't understand. Charles, what I did, yeah, it was Gina K. White, and then I embossed it with the Recollections white embossing powder. So yeah. So you guys, actually, I don't think it actually did all of it. It did most of it, but there's still some that didn't. It's okay. It still has that nice texture, and you guys can't really see it. Let me turn the lights down a little bit more. So hopefully you guys can see it a little bit more. There you go. Now you can see the stippling. So this side looks like I didn't actually heat it up. I think that's where I'm going to have my snowman's going to go over there. That's what I'm going to do. But yeah, there's part of it that I apparently didn't do well. The embossing makes it so that you can see it. The ink still went down, but you couldn't really see it against all that white. So welcome in. Thank you so much for popping in. I have to get this part done. I don't know why that's not working. So that's something I'll have to fix. That button does not work. Does this button work? that button does not work. Let's see what it actually did. Give me a second, guys. Sorry. I want to be able to do the stream showcase because we kind of need to. Because y'all deserve it. Maybe it was because I had that up. So my displays is not necessarily working right. Oh, that's why. Okay. That's the wrong one. And that's the wrong one. And that's the wrong one. There we go. That's the right one. Okay, we got it. So that's just one of the things that I have.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message. I love you. Now back to our show.
So that's one of the things that I have not, my buttons. Some of my buttons don't work because I haven't reconnected them after moving all the things and I didn't realize it. Let me move that out of the way because this is one of my little things. Oh, it says that I need to charge my headphones too. Okay. This is Stream Showcase, but we didn't do the segment thing. So I'm going to do the segment thing because it can do the segment thing. Where did I put the button? I can always do the buttons. Yes. Most of my buttons. Oh, I don't want to throw my sign on the floor. Most of my buttons are working. Okay. So anyway, this is our stream showcase. Some of these we saw. I don't even know where that came from. That was Tangia. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Anne, for all the hearts. Heart candy. Yes. Okay. I need to drink of water. Oh gosh, that was too funny. Thank you. Jana says that made me jump. That's one reason why I need to make sure the sound is correct on these things so they're loud enough to startle you, but not so loud that it kind of overwhelms everything else and burns your ears. I do not want to destroy anyone's eardrums. The Tangia one seemed to have the right balance. About right anyway. Okay, so we had these fun projects from Ms. Idaline that were a couple of weeks ago, which were her 3D characters and on all the things. I don't know that we saw this one last week. I think we may have. Yes, we did. I kind of recognize it. So this is like, I think that's a stamp on the background. For a minute there, I thought it was an embossing folder, but I think it's a stamp. And this is just so lovely. This one is from Anne Marit. And then, oh, this was one I know we saw. Thanks. I didn't know you could do that. Embossing? Hate embossing's awesome. So this says, I tap my Uber driver on the shoulder. The driver himself swerves, nearly hits a bus, and stops inches from a shop window. You're jumpy, aren't you? Sorry, says the driver. This is my first day. I've been driving a hearse for the past 20 years. So that was funny. That's kind of a dad joke. People say that I can't multitask, but I can pee you off and amuse myself at the same time. Yes, those are fun. This one is from Ms. Ruth Miser. Lovely unicorn. So we are finally into the ones since the last live stream that was on the 8th because I took last week off to work on other things. And this one went to her niece. So pretty. I do like that unicorn picture. Lovely. Okay, next up. So that one was from Miss Ruth. Here's another one. This is her craft roulette submission. Wishing you much happiness and today and always. And we've got a bunch of stars in the background. This looks like it's an interactive card. We're going to have to take a look. Looks like this is what you're supposed to pull. And when you pull it, just to say, pops out the top. I think I've got the dies to do this, but I don't use them much because they're not spellbinders and I don't need to use non-spellbinder stuff with spellbinder stuff. Anyway, that is super cute. And then we have this one from Linda Gorman. It's her craft roulette card. Now that is kind of cool. I think the background, it looks like it was torn from a craft mat sheet. I have some papers like that from Spellbinders, a big pad that I don't really use that much. I do sometimes, but not a lot. But it looks like it was basically scraps. And even the tag looks very distressed. Crafty friends stick together because of all the glue. That is fabulous. I love that card. Ruth says she had no die to do that double. I forgot what it's called. Anyway, for her to make that, she didn't. She did it from hand. I think I know how to do that, but it's been a while. So, anyhow, and then we've got cute Winnie the Pooh. This is part of the Spellbinders Winnie the Pooh collection, and we played with some additional things today. And it's that same box that she's been doing a lot of the cards on. I think those are so fun. Okay, and that was from Miss Linda Gorman. And then we've got Crafting Fun with Friends, this or that. So that one is Miss Linda Gorman. Happy birthday, sending love. And these are, to me, it looks like this is probably a card sketch. So fabulous. And then this one is making a card with Dollar Tree wallpaper and my desk paper after cleaning. So it was a desk paper. Yes. That is cool. So use what you got and get inspiration from everywhere, guys. This one is one that Miss Elizabeth did. I'm pretty sure that one is, oh gosh, my brain just stopped. I recognize the hedgehog, and now I'm trying to think of the name of the company that does Penny Black. I think that's a Penny Black hedgehog. I may be wrong, but it looks kind of like one that I have. So I'm thinking it's probably. That one was Miss Elizabeth. And then Card Chaos 15-minute cards. Again, with some of Lynn's fabulous dragons. I think these are Lynn's dragons. And it looks like ripped paper, so that is cool. And then Kelly's Craft. Merry Christmas, snuggling a little fairy. I think it's a fairy snuggling a polar bear. I do love this. I do love that die set. Yeah. There's some die sets that I absolutely love and don't get a chance to use very much. There will be Halloween cocktail cards coming up because how can I not, right? So expect that. So I don't think I've got the martini glass, but I've got a couple of other glasses. But yeah, we can still make them Halloween-y. So that is fabulous. And relax and enjoy your day. Taking the doggy for a walk and having a Starbucks. That is too cute. Yeah, Kelly makes a ton of fun cards. You make me a happy camper. This needs to be a light up card. Hint, hint. You can make this a light up card. And here's a Halloween card, Terry Cooper. Terry's been asking for Halloween cards, so this is fabulous. I think you made the ghost out of vellum to make it so that it was a little bit translucent there. Love it. The second picture of it. And make your own stamp cleaner. Fabulous. This cleaner not only smells wonderful, it will keep your stamps clean and conditioned for years. Red rubber will last a mighty long time. So I don't know if this is specifically for red rubber or if this works on clear stamps, probably both. So glycerin is used to protect and condition rubber. I've got a big jar of glycerin. Okay, so those are all from Miss Kelly. And then we've got also made Halloween deco. So everyone is excited, so excited for summer, and I'm patiently waiting for this. If you guys haven't checked, if you're not my friend on Facebook, you may not have seen some of my recent posts that as I see Halloween things, I've been posting them. There were years before I started doing all the crafting thing, I would post almost daily how many days. I was posting the Halloween countdown. Yeah, because Halloween, right? Jana says, I make that stamp cleaner. It's fabulous. And then we've got this Boo. I love that. That is just too cute. I love it. But I used to do Halloween parties. My birthday's like right then, so it was really a birthday party, but I decorated for Halloween. Anyway, I was doing those kind of parties, and since we haven't been doing a Halloween party in years, I don't decorate for Halloween, and I run out of time. I'm so busy making cards and making videos for y'all. I ran out of time to be able to do the other things. I have done paper mache, but that was before I started doing card making. Paper mache takes forever. Okay, this one is from Miss Elizabeth Costa Rogers. I love the alcohol ink background she did there. And then, of course, she framed it in a metallic iridescent to make it look like the window from a spaceship. So that's fabulous. So cool. And then Ms. Linda Gorman, some more of these fun cards with that pop-out window. And, of course, it's got our little snail. Somebody put the snail in. Exclamation point snail in the chat, guys, to have our little snail wander across the screen. These are all some fun little Happy Mail cards. I thought this is so adorable. Great job. Okay, then this is where she says she is just making some cards. Now, this is something I need to do. I really want to do some of the other fun folds and stuff. I just haven't made the time to get it in my head what I want to do before I start playing around with things and just put them as a regular, yeah. But this is lovely. I do love this fold. I don't know what the fold's called. Kind of makes me think of a gatefold, but I'm not sure. It's also a Z fold on the two sides. So I don't know what that one's called. If you want to tell me what it's called, please tell us. Mary says we need the instructions. So if you want to put some just general instructions in, go into the chatty section, the crafty chat section on Discord if you want to put that in there, and then I can see if we can. Maybe I can do that on an upcoming live stream or even put it in a class or something. Yeah, it is a beautiful, beautiful card. And here's some other versions that she did of that too. This one has got a fun sunflower. It's called a double gatefold. Okay, I know how to do that. I will do that. The one thing that makes it look different is the fact that you have it kind of trimmed down at an angle. So I like that look. I just never do it. Never do it. And here's another one with bunches of flowers. May your hopes and dreams come true and your future be filled with happiness. Oh, I like that paper too. This is a good way to use up your pattern paper. Absolutely. Those are just lovely. Oh, it's 4 cards and I flipped through them like twice. And then we've got these, which she says are her first Christmas cards. And I have to actually look at what I really need to do is I need to case some of you guys' cards because you guys are doing some fabulous work here. Absolutely fabulous. Yeah. I kind of think I recognize those too. Love them, love them, love them. And then we've got, they made this in memory of Arthur, always in my heart. It's not the same without you here. I keep thinking about my kitties. Yeah. I still have my cat's picture as my background on my phone. And then this one is Craft Roulette episode 276. Hello, friend. You're the best. That is fun, too. I do like that background. Lovely. Oh, and yeah, I already said that. And then, of course, Ruth had to talk to us about... Okay. Ruth had to tell us about her birthday lunch. Okay. So she shared sushi pictures. Sushi and soup. Yeah, I just noticed the sushi. And the cake. Sushi. Spellbinder, small mind. I knew I recognized it. I've slept since then. Okay. And then this one is a birthday card she got. Have the best birthday there's ever been. Okay. And then she got these too. I told her nom nom because of the sushi. So she got these also. So here's a birthday card that somebody gave her that is made with a popsicle stick. I think that is fun. Texas barbecue Pringles. She's in the UK, so she got Texas stuff. She got her Epson Eco Tank. I have some of these, and I don't know that I've actually used the stamp pad, and I've had the stamp pad for years. I think I still have some of the, I'm pretty sure I have some of the blending solution that I think they work together. I'm going to have to go back and check. I need to watch some of Tiffany's videos when I get a chance. She's awesome with that. She got yogurt jelly and cacao mochi. Don't know what that is. Pretty strawberries glass. And butcher paper. Butcher paper is great for doing sublimation stuff. Okay, multi-plug and sadly not pear blossom press lights, but those cheap ones on Amazon to try out. Okay, so this is something she had asked me about. I thought about getting this at one point. It basically just pops up on your desk, and this is so that you have multiple plugs available. I have at least 2 power strips on my desk. Yeah, because I'm always using things that plug in. You know, like Glimmer system or my Gina K foil system, or even my little wax bead warmer, different things, and my mug heater. So she got that. I think that's fabulous. And then she got these little lights. So it does look like they're probably a knockoff. This one looks a lot like the Halo light. But yeah, they look like knockoff ones. I doubt that my templates will work with them, but you can give them a try and see how they do. Also, I don't see any batteries included. I know that Amanda includes batteries in hers. And she's the one that developed the design for them. So if they're doing the same design, they probably stole it from her. Okay, next up, since I saw ECR and Kelly's cards, I wanted this stencil. So voila, I'm on impulse. I bought 2 stamp sets. I won 15 from their Google review and bought these. So this one is Ultimate New Caribbean Life, and that's going to make this lovely image up here with the dolphins and the water. And then we've got Healthcare Heroes from Altenew. That's cool. And some swans. So she's showing us her Happy Mail stuff. This is supposed to be for cards, but she wants you guys to see it too. I need a plugger thingy like that. Yeah. Like I said, I thought about doing it too because it would take up less space. However, I think it would actually take up more vertical space. It wouldn't be tucked under this little shelf thing I've got on my desk. Okay, so Alyssa, we have gotten Nomies. Happy birthday, let's celebrate. And these are using Kendra's Card Challenge sketches. Oh, they're so cute. The little gnome is adorable. And then some more sketches. Low on craft supplies, anything helps. Love that. I absolutely love that one. We'll trade husband for craft supplies. Yeah, these are definitely some pretty cards. All of these are using Kindred's Card Challenge. So if you're not sure about where to arrange things on your cards, using a card sketch is definitely a good way to go and definitely helps you learn different things that you can do and how to turn out. So I highly recommend doing that. Couple more cowgirls. A Christmassy cowgirl. So we've got the Christmas lights and the holly and stuff on there. That is adorable. Craft roulette card. And I haven't made this kind either in a while. So this one is a type of an easel card. I don't know what it's called, but it is a type of easel card. And I think that is fabulous. Okay, next we have Kelly's Craft. She's got us some little pirates. A Pirate Day is coming up, but not until September 19th. So that is coming up soon. So we can do some, here's another, I do have this glass. This one will be very good for Halloween. There's some things that I just know we're going to go good for Halloween. I think I have this stamp. I have that glass. She loves the glass one. She's done lots of cards using those cocktails. Those are so fun. Then we have Miss Adelaide, who also did some things for Kendra's Card Challenge 19. Look at all her fabulous cards. I see some different pieces of ephemera. Like this little rhino is adorable. Lovely. I did have this die set, and I think I gave that one away. That says happy birthday. Those are so fun. And then this one is the first 3 are stickers designed for Mother's Day and Father's Day and sympathy. So she's made some round stickers. And then we've got some cards. So we have a little duck playing in the rain. That is too cute. Oh, I got out of it. And this one, coffee day. A good day starts with coffee and you. Have our little fairies. And then that was so sweet of you. Little boy with candy. Those are lovely. And then this one is Ruth just posted this. stamped and added the topper part while watching. So I recognize the die, the embossing folder is a Spellbinders embossing folder, and then this is a stamp that she just showed that she had just gotten. Idolite says her cards are still loading. So that means we're just not there yet. What's under announcements? Announcements are our cards. So if you go under announcements, it shows whatever the live stream is that is going on, or if I posted a video. Polaroids are probably not really working. I fixed that. Okay, I could have sworn I fixed this part since redoing things on my computer, so I have to go back and fix it again. Dang it. Okay, let's see. Do we have anything yet for our stream showcase, which is under community? Not there yet, but I need to finish putting together this card anyway. But we will see. We will be seeing Alliance cards at some point, even if it's not tonight. We always are going to be seeing it next week too, but we'll probably see them tonight. I did want to show you something that I finished up. I posted some pictures on Instagram, but I haven't shown you guys. And this is because I saw that glass that Ruth did. She had a strawberry glass, but I finally finished up this guy. All I had left to do on it was to add these pieces on, and I just added them on with hot glue. But this is from the Stitch and Felt collection that Nicole Spohr had done with Spellbinders, and I think it is so fun. I've just got my Happy Mail, my mail key on there, but I think that turned out super cute. Yeah. Okay. So while we're waiting for additional pictures to pop up from Miss Idoline, I kind of want to still do that again. I'm gonna emboss the other side. If I have too much, it's okay. So let's do light right there. And this is just some Gina K. White. And I'm going to try to just go to about here. Oh, thank you so much, Terry. So I'm just picking up some additional spots of ink, and then I'm going to go ahead and do the heat embossing because it looks like I didn't actually get the embossing done over the entire thing. I thought I heated up everything, but apparently I missed part of it. And that keychain was really easy to do. The only thing I'm not 100% sure on is how stable the hot glue part is going to be. But I watched Nicole's video, and what she was doing on her pieces like that is she used hot glue on it. Now, I could have done stitching for it. However, I know I've got lots of layers, and I had a very hard time getting some of that done. When I was just assembling it, because there were so many layers of the felt. And because there were so many layers of the felt, it was hard for the needle to go through. Okay, so now we have snowflakes over the whole thing. That's good. I'm going to say we are good with that. And now I can start putting the card together. It breaks up in the upload. I'm sorry, honey. It could be an internet thing. Who knows? I told you, we've been having internet issues on my end, and yeah. I mean, I was super excited this last week. I've discovered that my video quality... Okay, Ruth got one in. So we got one more picture for Ruth. But I've been... My recording, apparently the video quality is improving on what I'm recording, which is awesome. But that also means that when I was editing and rendering my videos, it wound up being outrageously huge. And I just discovered how to keep keep the video quality and reduce the file size of the videos, which is going to be fabulous for my computer. But it's still something that I've been making. I've got like almost 1,500 videos and live streams on my channel. That's a lot. Where is my phone? There's my phone. But I've got a lot. And yeah. Which means I've got, and I keep them because if something happened, what if YouTube died tomorrow? Would I still have access to my content? And the answer is no, unless you've got a copy of it somewhere. Now, some of them I'm never going to use again. I've got some really bad ones back in the day. But knowing how to store them all on my computer better is definitely going to be a big help. Okay. Right, I saw that, Ruth. I just saw that you've got one more in there. And what I was saying is that Idoli's trying to get hers up, but yours did pop up. So I see your swan. So I will show that one again in a minute, but I'm hoping that the ones for Idolite will pop up. Okay, we're going to go ahead and put our snowbanks on, and then we can arrange everything. And I got embossing powder all over my desk. Yeah, okay. And it's mostly straight. I'm going to say that counts. Good enough. I keep on feeling the grit. And let's see, where do we want to place these guys? Santa's Workshop and the North Pole. I'm thinking I might actually put them in the center. I don't want it to be all the way to the top, so I'm going to trim a little bit off of the bottom. And then we're going to just go ahead and put this one on there. And then I can put our other little guys on there too. And let's go a little bit off center just because I can. Could have North Pole at the top and Santa's Workshop a little lower. Oh, that's cute. That's cute. I'm going to put our little snowman on there first. And you really can't go wrong with a little snowman. I mean, I'm actually going to have him down at the, if I put him up a little bit higher, I can use a gray marker and put a little bit of a shadow down. No, that one is not a good gray. That one is a warm gray. It's way too warm. Looks kind of brownish. I don't want it to look brown. This one's a little bit too dark. Maybe CG1? This looks like it should go. Ryan headed to Santa's Workshop. Okay, there we go. Okay, just a little, enough snow down here at the bottom. I mean, just enough shadow to ground our little snowman. And I'm not really 100% liking the shadow at the bottom, but you know what? I think it's good enough. Now we're going to stick that down. Now we're going to go ahead and glue our poles on. I mean, our signs to the pole. And then we're going to do our giveaway. I should probably go ahead and get the giveaway part started. So let me do that real quick. So reset that, and then we're going to do our giveaway. So go ahead, if you would like to win this card, go ahead and type into the chat !join to get in on the giveaway. Oh, Yes, I can. And Ruth, I was thinking you were saying that I did, but she said you can go wrong with a snowman if you forget his bits. Well, the bits that I forgot, I didn't put his scarf on. So I need to put the scarf on. I haven't even cut out a scarf yet. So what color scarf should we go with? I also didn't do his arms. It's like I got so excited about all the other things. I didn't cut out his arms. I didn't do his scarf. We're not done yet. I mean, he's cute. We could leave it like that. And we're not leaving it like that. So I need to do the other parts and then I can clean all the things. Okay. I was thinking I was almost done. It's like, no. Okay, let me first I'm going to go ahead and do Ruth says a glitter red scarf. Don't forget, we do have mittens we can do too. We don't have to do the mittens. We can do just the sticks for his arms, which are these guys. A gold scarf, green scarf, and mittens. I'm kind of thinking, you know what? With that light green, I'm thinking dark green for the mittens, but maybe glittery. Let's see what kind of glittery stuff I've got. I have a glitter bag. Where's my glitter bag? And you can, of course, always make your own too. I have a feeling it's under something because I'm not seeing it. That's probably it. This one is the glitter, and it was basically folded up underneath all my other bags. So I do have the, you can go wrong with glitter if it flakes off. But this one I think would be perfect for both his gloves and his, I could probably use one of the scraps and not to use up the solid piece, but yeah, that's going to be cute. Even with the red band on his hat, I think that's going to be cute. Okay. So just a reminder, if you haven't already gotten in on the giveaway, all you guys can do that. If you're on YouTube or on Twitch, go ahead and type !join into the chat to get in on the giveaway. Let's see, is that a big enough spot? Actually, it is. I can use... It's kind of neat when you have exactly the right amount of space there, if nothing shifts. Yes, Simon Hurley AstroPace is absolutely fabulous. And I do use that quite a bit. My problem is that I have too much glitter paper. And a sparkle pen. I remember you mentioning that. Okay, so we've got the scarf. Where's my mittens? Mittens. Here's the mittens. And is that enough space there too? Yes, it is. So pieces that I probably should have thrown away a while back, I didn't because there were these little pieces that had a little bit more space on them that I kind of wanted to make sure I didn't waste. Okay, one thing I do know is that with this, it may have trouble cutting through because again, this is glitter cardstock. Glitter cardstock has got a plasticky backing and it doesn't always want to cut through. So we're going to see. I'm going to have to go back and forth and hopefully not shift it at any point. Forward and back and forward and back. Or Simon Earl, yeah. Yeah, I'm not going to forget the arms, but I'm doing those separate because it's going to cut differently, the thickness of the cardstock. I'm hoping that this cut through all the way. Actually, one of his mittens didn't cut through all the way. It just does not want to cut through this cardstock. Okay, so these are not wanting to pop out. You see what I mean? Besides the fact that that one kind of went over the side. So I'm going to redo the mittens and I'm stretching that plasticky bit and it's actually letting me pull this off somewhat. So we're going to see if I can at least get part of it. Nope, that broke. I'm going to try it again. Do both of those one more time. I'm going to grab where to put it. I have a Mylar shim. I'm going to try that. See if that helps. Come on, where's my shim? It's hiding in here somewhere. No, that's not Mylar. This one's just a cardstock shim. I can still use it, but the Mylar one should work better. I'm going to try this. One problem I've had with this is because of the amount of pressure that goes through. This one is a Sizzix Chrome Precision base plate. The chrome looks good. It's just dirty. My problem is the plastic does that. However, I think it will work for this to do what I want it to do. I just don't like the fact that it keeps on getting damaged every single time I use it. It's like the very first time I ran it through, it started to warp the plastic. And I'm not 100% sure this is going to work with it going down into my my magic mat. It may have to actually go into that for it to go through. Yeah, I have to run it through one more time. I think it has to actually go into the... Hey, Ryan! Oh my God! Everybody say hi to Ryan. We haven't seen him in forever. I don't remember if you've ever actually been in my channel before. Have you? I'm just picking on you, honey. I'm so happy that you're back, and I'm so happy that everything is going so much better for you. Let's see if I can get that did line up. Do not like cutting into this, but yeah, we're going to do it. And I don't really like not using my magic mat. He says he's blushing. Oh my God. And it looks like you've gotten so much thinner too. You are adorable. But yeah, we are definitely back. Glad that you are back. I think I mentioned in the comments on one of your recent videos that if you ever want to come on live with me, let me know. I would love for you to come on live and we can do some crafting together. That'd be so much fun. Yeah, we love you. We absolutely love you. Terry Cooper doesn't know you. So in case you don't know it, up at the top, I've got a horizontal chat bar that actually pulls in the chat from here on YouTube and over on Twitch because I am multi-streaming right now. And one of my buddies over there says, wait, we have two Ryans? Because one of our buddies' name is Ryan that we hang out with over there a lot. We play a lot of Fortnite and stuff with him, but he's not a crafter. But he appreciates it when I send him stuff, and he definitely loves to kind of harass us over here. But yeah, we love you, and we are so glad that you were doing better. And you just don't know. I mean, I feel for you because I understand that whole situation, or at least what I've heard about. I'm not going to overstep, but it's not something that I really wanted to chat with folks about too much because it wasn't my place to, on my personal side. Anyway, oh, yay! Okay, I'm going to hold you to it. Guys, Ryan with Glitter Grunge Greetings said that he wants to come on live with me. So we are going to be doing that. Yeah. Yay! I'm so excited. Yes. Not as excited as I'd be if Simon decided he wanted to do it. But yeah, both of you guys, I love y'all to death. I absolutely love y'all to death. We would have so much fun. Okay, I still need to do his little arms, and then we can finish putting... Oh, by the way, we are giving away a card tonight. This is what we have so far. It's not done because I realized I didn't give our little snowman a scarf, and I didn't give him arms. So I still need to add those on. But we're giving this one away. So if you want in on the giveaway with that, Ryan and whoever else may have decided to pop in. Type exclamation point into the chat to... Yeah, he says, no kidding. That would be something. Absolutely. Well, Ryan was here early. Simon was in here earlier. This is one of his new collections. So yeah, and I love him to death. I've gotten to meet him a couple of times at Creativation. So it's been fabulous. Anyway, if you'd like to get in on the giveaway, type exclamation point join in the chat to get into the giveaway to receive this card. And wouldn't that be funny if Ryan won? That happens more often than you would think. Somebody comes into the chat for the very first time getting into the giveaway, and what happens? They win the card. Okay, we've got a little bit of black there. Actually, I think this is black. I don't know if this one is black or if that one is dark brown, but it's okay. Simon may be lurking. He does pop in. He says a couple of things, and then he doesn't say anything. That happens all the time. No purple for what? Mary, what are you talking about? This has purple on it. I put purple in there just for you. Actually, I use more purple now than I have ever used before in my cards. Do you know why? Because of you. You used to get so tongue-tied when he'd pop into a live. Yeah, I get it. Ryan would, but I don't think he's entered. So, you know what? You can't win if you don't. Did I do that crooked? It's close enough. Okay, it's close enough. You can't win if you don't enter. You can't win if you don't play. So we have his little arms, and I know I'm zoomed in a little bit. Exclamation point join. And there's his arm. Went down on the floor. Let me get this part out of the way. But yeah, this is my second stream for the day. Or is it third? I guess it counts as the third, right? Because we did do the members only live stream a little bit earlier. Okay, so I'm going to have to trim off some of that bit so I can slide his little arms back in there. Because I should have done this before I glued him down, but I got excited. I got excited about the friggin' stream showcase. I'm going to put this one down, and then we're going to take a look at the last bit that Ruth submitted, because I don't know why, but Idoline's stuff is just not coming through. That's probably an internet thing on her end. Who knows what's going on in Germany? So where's my button? There's my button. Let's see if it works. There we go. So this is the last thing that Ruth wanted to show us. She stamped using watercolor pens instead of ink pads. So she put the watercolor marker on her stamps that she just got and made this lovely, lovely little swan. So that means you don't have to use ink pads. There's a lot of things you have in your stamps that you can use. Kelly. Okay, let me push the button and go back to normal. Oh my God. So Kelly thinks that the other arm should be down here on the ground like you lost her. That's an idea for another card. That one was not Idolite. That one, the swan was Ruth. It was one of the new stamp sets she said that she had just gotten. I wouldn't be able to find those arms if I cut them out. I drop them on the floor all the time. I'm still missing by the way, guys, I'm still missing that die that I lost, 2 weeks ago? And I have cleaned up stuff under my desk a couple of times since then. It's like, I have no idea. So we got him. I don't think I can get this under him. Not that I have, I can't. It's just going to go up against the edge and look like it's underneath. So yeah, there are ways to fix things. We're going to give him a glittery, sparkly scarf and glittery, sparkly gloves. And yeah, and a piece of it came off. That is weird. I'm just going to have to put it back in. That's okay. Let's do this side first. So. So cute. Yeah, well, that's what I thought 2 weeks ago, honey, and it still didn't work. I mean, I have stored different notebooks and stuff under my desk. You guys know this. A lot of them have got different ephemera and different things under my desk, and I've been leaving them there. I just took them all out today because this morning I got really ticked off because I had just die cut out the owl and different pieces. I had just cut them out. Just cut them out. I reached for something. I bumped I had my headphones plugged in, and the headphone wire wound up knocking all the stuff to the floor that I had just spent time die cutting. And it probably would have taken me less time just to die cut another one, but I got ticked off. First off, one of the dies decided to disappear. And then the owl, the entire owl disappeared. It's like, what the heck? Okay, so this is going back in place right about that. Except it's stuck to my finger. Isn't that fun? Definitely a little glittery little guy. Okay, holding it for a second. Okay, so there we go. I think that's good enough. The glue is going, well, let me shift it just a touch. This is the OCD in me. Now, the reason for this popping out, let me just show you. It cuts the little stripes in there. So it basically, that's a good question. What, Kelly? Okay, that's a good question. What color would a snowman bleed? Okay, we're going to put his gloves on. Now, there's two pieces for the gloves. So there's the part that rolls up and then the regular part. I'm not going to put the part that rolls up on there because that would normally be like white or something. And I'm just giving him glitter gloves. Like, Mary says that it would be blue. It's very possible. So we can either put the gloves, oh, the gloves are going to be cute. So we can either put the gloves on or we can leave them off. You don't have to put the gloves on, but this is one of the options, right? Just like Jenny says that he bleeds glitter. This little guy might. Okay, this card is almost done. I think it turned out so cute. And I do like that background. I mean, you know, come on, glove, go on there and stay. Don't stick to my fingers. So the little snowbanks, and all I did for the snowbanks was ripped a piece of paper and used that as a mask. Just to add a little bit of color in the back. That is too cute. Okay, everybody, has everybody entered in? And anybody else want to get in on the giveaway? Hey, Kelly, you said, I'm going to do this. I need to do a Halloween snowman now. You need to go back and watch Doctor Who from when Matt Smith was the doctor. And there was one where there were killer snowmen with big sharp teeth. Yeah. So if there's a way to make something that's normal into a monster, Doctor Who has probably done it. Mary wants a snowman. So she says, no, everybody that is in needs to be in. We had the same kind of problem earlier today when we did these guys. We had people that were saying, oh, it was my birthday. I want that card. They didn't want to give these to anybody else. So those are the ones that we did on the earlier streams. If you haven't checked it, if you popped in late, you haven't seen that live stream, that one went up this morning, this today around noonish. I know, I love Doctor Who. Yeah. Anyway, it's sad that we don't know if or when it's ever coming back. Assuming it is, but maybe not with Disney. So we'll see. Okay, we're going to go ahead and do the giveaway. Let me get to my buttons. I want my button. Here we go. Button. So the winner is going to be, and now I got to get back to the thing so I can pick. Danielle, Miss Danielle, welcome. Congratulations. So here is the link to be able to claim your prize. So go ahead and click the link and fill out your information so I can send this off to you. So yeah, so these are the 3 cards that we did today that are all going out to somebody. So we have 3 winners in one day. Next live stream is going to be on Thursday, and let me just check my list again. I've already sent out notification emails or email. I sent out an email yesterday, day before, something like that, letting you guys know what was coming up, because right now I'm actually planning out what I'm doing because I got so much stuff I need to get done. But Thursday at noon on YouTube and Twitch. It's normally my Twitch time, but on YouTube and Twitch, we are going to be using the Merry Moments Mega Kit. We're going to be using the big box that's got enough stuff in there that you can make at least 50 cards. We're not going to make 50 cards in one sitting. But the thing is, I won't have to do a ton of die cutting and stuff unless I want to. Because we're going to have the ephemera, we're going to have sticker, we're going to have all the things that are inside the kit. It's going to make it really quick and easy to make a ton of Christmas cards. So that's basically to let you know that it's coming. I did see that it is available on scrapbook.com already. It's not supposed to be available at scrapbook.com. No, that was the Craft-A-Ween one. Craft-A-Ween is already available at scrapbook.com, and it's not supposed to be until no. Ruth says you can do a mega card giveaway. Yeah, if I did that, I'd use up all the postage that I just bought. Anyway, Eyeline says still stuck at the upload. It's fine, honey. We will see them next week. So take your time. If you're trying to do too many photos at once, maybe that's it. I don't know. It could also just be internet is being the internet. It's just being what it is. Sometimes it's a problem. I'm very happy that our live stream didn't die like it did earlier today. So that's a plus, right? Anyway, let me do a couple more things. I want to first off make sure that I say thank you to all of my buddies. And where is the thing? It's supposed to be up on top of the screen and I don't see it. Oh, there they are. I didn't know what happened. So we're going to roll the credits here. So thank you so much to all of my stream donors. You guys rock. So many things over on Twitch. Love it, love it. You guys are fabulous and I love you to death. Thank you to all of my members that are over here. You guys do so much to support me and I appreciate every single one of you. So thank you again. And I will see you guys on Thursday at noon on both YouTube and Twitch. So I will be streaming to both places because we're going to be doing that. I don't have to, but I want to do that for y'all. So if you guys want to hang out, and I don't know how long we're going to be streaming. It could be an hour. It could be a couple hours. It could be longer. Maybe a screenshot, the pictures and a photo viewer thingy, not upload the actual file. Yeah, if your file size is too big, that could definitely be a problem. So I always try to make sure to resize mine. I've actually got a power tool in Windows where I'm able to resize my files down. I always recommend to resize them down to 700 pixels wide. And that usually helps me a lot, especially with my blogs. Anyway, I will see you guys later. And again, thank you so much. And thank you so much for all the super chats and the gifted members and the gifted subs and all the things. Thank you guys so much. You guys rock. And I love all of y'all. Thank you so very much. I'm starting to cry. Thank you so very much. And thank you so much, Ryan. I will get together with you. We will schedule something so that you can come on live with me and maybe we can stream to both channels. Me and Elizabeth have been doing that lately and it's been working great. So anyway, I will see you guys soon. Love you guys. Bye.